Hello. I know that most of you thought I died, and the Mormons were hoping that I died. Listen, I got a lot of shit that's gone on here in the last week or so, and I put you people last. It's that simple. It's that damn simple. I have to take care of my family and something. Get out of here! Jesus Christ, that kid drives me nuts. Get out and shut the door. She's been something else. That's Allison. Anyway, here's what's been going on. Here's what's happening. We went in to refinance the barge machine. Now let me tell you something. You don't go into Deseret First, which is a Mormon-owned credit union, with all that shit on your card. You're not going to get refinanced. Mormons will look for any reason not to refinance the barge. So I had to take all that shit off the car, okay? Now, we went in, they approved the refinance, but they haven't inspected the car yet. So I called and said, when can we have the car inspected? Anytime, come on in. Well, 2 days later, we said, screw it. We went over and bought a new car. But we put it through Deseret First. So one payoff got paid off, a new loan got paid, and now Toyota paid off the old loan, and now Toyota's added a new one. So we just keep the Mormons jiving over there. So anyway, we bought a new vehicle, and Mercy's going to drive it. It's a RAV4. It's white, in case you want to, assassinate me. That's fine. The other thing that is going on is I'm driving her car now, which I like. It's my favorite car. And so anyway, I moved my Action Plumbing sign onto the new car. Well, I've been over to Action Plumbing 2 or 3 times, and I was parked in the street. I told you they threw nails in front of my truck. I had to call the police. Police came over and went in and told them to quit littering, and then asked me to go over to the city and find out if I needed a license. Well, I went over to the city, and they said no, he doesn't need a license, but he's not allowed to just park for the sole reason of advertising. That's against the law in that particular city. So anyway, I have to keep moving. But they didn't say how fast, so I just creep around the big parking lot. Just creep. Well, today I went over, and sure enough, they called the police this time. And the police came over to me and he said, was that your father that was driving yesterday? I said, no. I took my sunglasses off. He goes, oh, hell, it was you. I go, yeah, it was me. Did you go to check on a license? Yes, I did. I don't need a license. Okay. Are you, done here? Are you on your way out? I said, yes, sir, I am. He said, go, no problem. So I left. So I've had 2 or 3 contacts now with the police over in that town. Action Plumbing is pissed. That's fine. I'm pissed. And you know what? They got my money. So I'm more pissed. So anyway, I had to design a new sign, take it off the old RAV4, put it on my new Hyundai. It's a bitchin' car. It's a triple black, limited Sonata. I love that car, and I love the sunroof. Now let me tell you what I've done. This is why I'm not on, because I don't have to explain it to you. I don't give a shit. I can come on when I want and not. Anyway, I had another sign built, and it says, health and enable, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and in the sinews, power in the priesthood be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. It's on a white board with black letters. Exhibition on that black car. So I opened the sunroof and I put the sign up, and then I close the sunroof. It pinches it. It'll ride anywhere. It'll go at 60 miles an hour. So anyway, I've been driving around town, and I've had 1 or 2 people jump out of the bushes and threaten me, and then I took it up to the temple. And I happened to do that in Bountiful, Utah. And so I took it up to the temple twice, and all those people that have left work early, cheating their employers, I parked right in with them like I was going to the temple, and they'd come by and see that shit. They go, well, how come I got to go in there to get that second token of the Melchizedek priest and the patriarchal grip or sure sign of the nail? I can come out in the parking lot and get it for free. I don't need to pay tithing for that thing. So anyway, people, one guy jumped out of the bushes and he starts, hey, he's doing the Mormon hokey pokey. And I just rolled the window down long enough to say, are you here to buy that sign for $1,000? Yes or no? I said, I'll take that as a no. I rolled my window up. And I said, F you to him, too. Mormons are not used to being treated like that. But anyway, he treated me like that first. And remember, I'm not a Christian. I don't forgive 70 times 70. I believe in an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I think that's a pretty fair law. So anyway, between refinancing and new cars, and I have to tell you, I had a wonderful experience. I had a couple fly in from Tennessee that wanted to see whether I lie, whether the Bard lies. And I tease you people all the time. The Bard don't lie. What's the motivation? Why should I lie? I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting famous. I'm not getting shit. So anyway, Allison and her husband Mike flew to Salt Lake, and they went into Temple Square and went into the bookstore and went all over, and they went through the temple in Ogden, which is being remodeled, so they could see the inside of the temple. They're from the Baptist church down in Tennessee. They want to know if they could see me, and I said, if you've got wide vision camera, you can. Come on over to the house. So I picked them up and brought them over to the house, and Mercy was saying, oh, they could be terrorists. They could be terrorists. They may have a bomb on them. And I said, honey, anyone from Tennessee ain't smart enough to strap a bomb on. They're going to be safe. We had a wonderful time. It was really one of the highlights of my life. They were so sweet. She's a doll. She's a little doll. Mike is such a mature man of wisdom, and they're funny. So we talked for 2 or 3 hours here in the kangaroo house, and they said, well, where should we go? And I said, hell, you know where I like to go is Park City. I like Park City because there's normal people up there. Mormons don't live up in Park City. It's a very famous ski resort. So they said, okay. So on the way to Park City, we had a car show go by us, and so I stopped, went back, bullshitted. I love to go to car shows. So does Abigail. And we took both the girls up there. We cruised Park City, and then they said, well, we're going to buy dinner. Well, I started looking for a McDonald's. And I was thinking, how are we going to divide those kids' meals up? And that's just me, the father. Hey, I think I look better without the BYU hat. But anyway, and the BYU shirt. This is my incognito disguise. When I approached the police, I have my BYU hat on, this, and my alumni card. And Allison was so sweet. She bought me an Angel Moroni. Now, he's going to grow. He's only this tall. But I think he's going to grow. But anyway, I'm going to use him for a hood ornament on the next Bard machine. My wife said that. She said, Bard, if you start attaching anything to this new car, your ass is grass. You're out of here. Well, anyway, Allison and I had a screwdriver up there. a drink. And they insisted we buy. So we had a free meal, and they were so sweet. They had a brand new rented van, and we drove around, and we had a wonderful dinner. And I'm sure they spent $120, and I'm, you know, I'm eternally thankful, because the Bard don't have a friend, you know. And when they showed up here, my girl said, Dad, you got a friend? I said, hell yeah, they came in from Tennessee to see me. They didn't. They came to Salt Lake City, but put me in their program. So anyway, what a wonderful couple, and what a wonderful follower. They follow me, and they have followed me for 2 years here. They're dog lovers. They put their dog over there at the dog hotel called the Holiday Inn and Out. So anyway, wonderful couple. I spent a day or so with them. So that's another reason I haven't been broadcasting. There was a day gone there. And I lost my BYU alumni card. So I called BYU, and I said, I lost my BYU alumni card. They said, what are you, a dumb fuck? I said, no, I just lost it. And I said, well, okay. Can you send me another one? I said, sure, let me look you up. And they looked me up. There's something. Anytime you look the Bard up, it ain't going to be good news. So she comes to me and she goes, I understand you want no contact from the Mormon church. Do you want contact? Don't you want contact? Well, I knew my alumni card was on the line. Oh, I want contact. Send the missionaries over 2 or 3 times a week. I don't care. Okay. And I got it today in the mail, so they were sweet. They didn't charge me for it, which shocked me. But anyway, I've got my new alumni card, which I wear around my neck with my keys to make it look like I'm employed. I've been employed for over 23 years. Anyway, you wear the hat, you wear the shirt, by God, you know, you're a Mormon. I'm a Trojan Mormon is what I am. So anyway, I've got the new sign on the new car, and it looks bitchin'. It's red, white, and blue on a black car. God, it looks like it was made for the car. I'll take some pictures and show you. So anyway, the police said to me today, they said, well, it looks like you got a new car. And I said, well, since I've seen you the last 3 or 4 days, I got 2 new cars. He said, the sign business must be doing well. I said, very well, sir. Very well. I haven't sold one yet. But I think the business is doing well. It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. So anyway, the Help in the Neighbor one has just got people upside down. It is the name of the second token of the Melchizedek priesthood, the patriarchal grip, or sure sign of the nail. Now, my sign has 1 or 2 little errors in it, and I did that on purpose because the Mormons don't know, they can't memorize that for themselves, and they don't know that there's one word that's just missing that I wanted to make sure. Copyright. I don't think the Mormons own a copyright on that, but anyway, if they do, it's not an exact copy. I'm going to have an exact copy made. Anyway, I just had more damn fun. Now, I had to, and this is other time that I've had to take away from you people, I had to double my life insurance. Accidental death. $1 million. Shoot the fucking bard, and my wife lives like a Philippine princess. And my kids, too. Now, some of you that are going to capture my kids and hold them for ransom, I don't give a shit. I'm not paying a cent for my kids. If you bring, I told Alice, and she says, well, Dad, what if I get kidnapped? I said, hell, once they get to know you after a day or so, they'll bring you back. She didn't like that. But anyway, the kids are insured. Mercy's insured. I'm insured. Make us a rich family. And I double-checked. Murder is 100% covered by my insurance. So, anyway, that took time, arguing with the insurance companies. So, I've got a couple of things I've seen the Mormons do. You know, it's kind of like a gynecologist. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. And so I haven't produced those into videos because I've been a little depressed. I went off my meds because of my doctor. Take a look at the doctor's. Raymond Ward. That's the name of my doctor. Raymond Ward. And he lives in Bountiful, Utah, and he's a legislator and a doctor, and you can see how he treated me as a doctor. And I appreciate you guys being supportive. I thought maybe I was being an ass and, you know, firing his ass. But a lot of you have supported me, and I appreciate that. I do. That I'm starting to be more normal. I'll never be normal. But anyway, I went off the meds. And people who are on meds, we always think the disease has gone away. 5 days later, the disease jumped on me again, the bastard. So I had to start taking my insulin. My sugars were running at 600, almost ketoacidosis. Anyway, that's where I've been. That's where I've been, and I've had to change a lot of things, do a lot of things, buy things. You can't buy a car in less than a day. And then I was going to go to the St. George here from Kangaroo City. My son-in-law is being operated on, and he wanted me to come down. And then his daughter, which is my granddaughter, is having an operation. So it's just a lot of shit, And yeah, I get paid whether I work or not. I'm like Johnny Carson. I can have a guest host. Miley, you're not going to see again. Miley Jane has bit the dust. Her mom used Miley as a tool against me. Now, you know I was letting Miley's mom, Michelle, drive my car for $10 a day if she pays for her own gas, because she didn't have a car. Well, after she got behind $200, I said, you know, Bart, are you really going to supplement this much more? And Abigail is turning 16 next month, and she wanted to buy the car. So I took the car away from Michelle, and she said that she didn't want the Bart around Jane anymore. Well, let me tell you something. let me tell you something. When a woman uses a child to punish a man, and it's about visitation or letting the man have contact with the child, you're screwing with the wrong person. I've had 2 or 3 wives pull that, and that don't fly no more with the Bard. It don't roll that way, and the Bard don't play that game. So her and I are estranged, and she lost the car, and now Allison, the babysitter, she's $200 behind to her. And I told Allison, no, we're not going to supplement someone who is not doing all they can. When she's going out on Friday night drinking and spending $100, and she can't afford to pay us, well, so anyway, that's been some tragedy that's gone on. And of course, it triggers me a lot with my Mormon kids that, love their underwear more than they love me. Anyway, Miley did not work out as a guest host. Little doll, love her to death, seems to like me. She doesn't know me very well yet. So anyway, that's been going on. I just wanted to do this video to say, hey, I'm alive, I'm well, and unless you start paying me more, I'm not going to broadcast every damn day. The Mormons chase me around. They give me the finger, they yell at me, they threaten me, they throw nails in front of my truck, and I'm sure I'm going to get a death threat, and I'm sure I'm probably going to be shot. I went down to the Utah gun shop, the pawn shop, and I said, the Bard's here. And they said, okay, what Bard do you want? And I said, well, I'd like to have a permit for a gun so I can buy it in Utah. They said, okay, I can get that for you in 10 minutes, but you got to buy the gun. And I said, well, I don't have $400 today. He says, then I'm not going to do it. I said, okay. So anyway, it takes 10 minutes to fill out the form. They run it in the computer. If your background is clear, you can buy a gun. Now, in Utah, as long as you carry that gun in plain sight, you can walk into Walmart, you walk into Target, on school grounds, you go to a PTA meeting, you can go to a park where kids are playing, and you can't have it loaded in the car. It has to be separated, the ammunition and the firearm in the car. If you're not in the car, you can go right to the park and go to the kids' picnic and have that 45 hanging right on your belt. What a state. The Mormons are scared of everybody and everything, and they should be. They've killed a lot of people, and there's a lot of people probably that would kill a Mormon if they had a chance. Not me. So I just thought, well, if somebody shoots me, maybe I can shoot back. And then I get thinking, why? Why? I don't care to shoot back. I don't want to hurt anybody. And I'm not fanatical. I'm not going to get into a pissing fight and use a gun with a Mormon.
Front door.
If the Mormons find me, that's okay. Just take the long shot. I try to keep the window up, and it's got the full tint on it, but hell, I get out all the time and just go, right here. Just right here. Hit me with that long bullet right here. So, anyway, I spent my time over at the damn pawn shop looking for a gun and decided I'm not going to get a gun. I'm not a violent person, never have been, and I don't need to shoot Mormons. It's kind of like kicking a puppy and hitting a guy when he's down. You know, those people, it's their leaders perhaps and their doctrine that causes people to be so upset at the things that they do. So, anyway, that's what I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 days, and I've been enjoying myself. And things are going good for the Bard family. And I just want the Mormons to know I'm available. You want to shoot me, you make my family a rich family. You kidnap my kids, I ain't going to pay a cent ransom. After seven years, they're considered dead. They're worth $1 million each, too. So the Bard will live like a king. So anyway, I got to tell you a funny thing. My sign man, who's making the signs for me, he says, Bard, he says, everyone thinks that I'm a Mormon. I'm not. But everyone thinks that, and so they come to my shop. If they find out I'm not a Mormon or that I don't believe in the church anymore, I won't be in business. I said, I understand. Yes? I'm doing a show here. Goodbye. So anyway, he said, now listen, when you drive up here in the Bard machine, and you park at 5 feet from my face and front door, there's going to be people that are going to be suspecting I'm helping you. I'm going to be unemployed. He said, could you park like a block away and then just walk to my place? I said, sure. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. I'm just trying to run a business. So anyway, now I'm not allowed to park there. I have to park across the street. So anyway, the Bardmobile is in process. It's always, you can't go to a federal credit union that's owned by the Mormons and refinance the damn thing if it's got that shit all over it. So anyway, health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and the sinews, power and the priesthood be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. Bard's gone.